something different I've been doing the last 2 months, especially that it's much more warmer because it's summer, is I'm doing morning runs. And the reason I love doing morning runs, especially on a Monday morning, starting off the week, is it allows me just to take everything in and clear my head, right? So I put on music and I literally go on an empty stomach and I go for like a 4K, 5K run. And I go at my own pace, just nothing too intense. I run slow, but what happens is it allows me to take everything in and really plan out where I want to take my brand, where I want to take my future, what I want to create, what kind of legacy I'm trying to leave behind. That's what I'm really trying to think on these runs, right? What's the bigger picture? Because of course we can't be staying in our 9 to 5s for the rest of our lives. Now, you may want to, it's up to you, but if you're someone like me who wants to build something and build something big, you need to think about what do you want to build and how do you want to leave an impact for the people, right? When you create a brand, you also create a community. And I think that's the biggest part about building a brand is how does your brand make someone else feel and what kind of community are you trying to build, right? And that's something I've really been thinking over. And, this could be a clothing brand, which is really something I'm trying to work with at the moment. I'm really trying to think about it. Like, I've been just brain dumping all my thoughts on Notion, right? I've got my computer here, especially on like a clothing brand. Where do I want to take my brand? Where do I want to connect it to a clothing brand and then do something with that, right? And especially because I'm quite tall, it's really hard for me to find clothing which I like and which is suited to my body type, especially if I've got long legs. And so, creating my own shit, it would be quite nice, right? Just wearing my own clothes and just making what I want to make, the fashion I want to wear, that is something I've really been pondering with, right? And that's like a proper 10 to 20 to 30 year game plan. Like, this is not something you just, you do instantly. This is something you plan out for years and years and years, right? And it's something you're not going to see the benefits of until like 8 years in, 10 years in. It's something that George Heaton said, like, you're not going to see any progress in the first 2 to 3 years. The fruits of your labor will come in 10 years when you start a clothing brand. So that's something I've been doing last week, is brain dumping. Now, I've also been creating a lot of content on Instagram, trying to do daily content, trying to get to 10K. But for some reason, my content is just shit on there, mate. Like, I'm proud of it and I can see it getting better, but it's just, I'm getting no views, no followers, and it can be really demotivating, right? Especially when you put a lot of effort into something and you're not reaping the rewards. It's like, it really puts you down, but that's when the art of discipline comes in. And then every 5 to 6 videos, you need to pivot your style, keep pivoting until you something hits big, right? It's like throwing shit in the wall. You keep throwing shit until something sticks. And it's mainly for you guys. Like, if you're starting a business, sometimes it'll fail, sometimes it'll work. Keep throwing shit until something works. When it works, you double down on it, right? That's something I've been told. Now, secondly, I've got my computer here, by the way, so that's why I'm looking that way. And thirdly, I feel like I'm losing my creative spirit. It's like I'm trying to do too much at one time, right? So I'm trying to do Instagram, TikTok on one side, trying to do YouTube and Twitter on one side, and then writing daily emails on one side in the middle. It's like my mind is everywhere. And when it comes to creativity, less is more. I've noticed that less is more. So with content, I'm definitely gonna stick on YouTube. No matter what happens, I'm on YouTube, right? You're gonna see my dumb face everywhere on YouTube, okay? I'm just gonna start posting it. That's a guarantee. But for everything else, I'm trying to reshuffle everything. Like, I wanna hit 10K on Instagram because I think short form content is so vital for creating a brand, more so than Twitter, I would say. I know some would argue vice versa, but for me personally, I love talking on camera. I love chatting shit half the time, right? I like being a personality on camera. It's something I'm very confident in doing, is talking on camera. And for some people who are more shy, they would rather go on Twitter side, right? But I'd rather show my face and do all that. So yeah, so those are the 3 things I'm trying to juggle with. So essentially my main goal, right, is just to hit 10K on Instagram. So I'm gonna pop up on the screen. I'm on 600 followers or 599. I lost 12 followers since I started posting last week, right? But it is horrible. Big hit to my ego, but it doesn't really matter because those people weren't really interested in my brand or me as a person anyway, so who gives a shit, right? If I lose 10 followers, 20, 12 followers at the start of posting, it's fine. And to be honest, I'm predicting I'm gonna lose a bit more before I even start seeing any progress on my Instagram account. As for YouTube, we're sitting on at 553 followers. So I wanna hit 1K by It's an optimistic goal. I want to hit it by the end of September. I want to hit 1,000 followers at the end of September, right? So 553, you know, to you guys it may not be much, but to me it's everything, and every follower counts, right? Every person that comes onto my YouTube channel and subscribes, it's now part of my brand, it's now part of my community, and we become something, right? So every follower counts. You know, even if it's 2 followers or 3 followers a day, or even 1 follower a day, I'm very grateful for it, right? If I'm seeing progress, I'm grateful, and that's the key mindset I like to have. Oh, and last but not least, I'm going to reduce my content to 3 times a week, not doing every weekday anymore, because I'm just I'm losing my creative juice, right? I need to experience a bit more life and share it back to you guys. If I'm creating every day, it's like I ain't got nothing to say really. So yeah, that's what I'm doing at the moment. And for TikTok, we're sitting on at 3,302, I believe, followers. Yeah, 3,302 followers on TikTok. So yeah, it's gonna take time, but I'm in it for the long game, and I feel like this winter, leading up to December, I'm just gonna go full on content. So yeah, let's do it. So I'll see you on Wednesday. Peace.